All right, guys, it's November and it's time for another barrel and blade super unboxing. So let's open up these things and see what we got. What's up, guys? Eric here with ATHOME in the future, and I'm back with another barrel and blade super unboxing. Two different subscriptions, the same video, lots of cool stuff to check out. We're going to start, of course, with their regular monthly box. If you're unfamiliar with barrel and blade, cool sub. It's been around for a long time. Lots of prepping, survival, tactical gear. Two different flavors of this thing. So there's a level 1 box that's about 50 bucks a month, a level 2 box, which is 100 bucks a month, and that's what we always check out in this channel. So if you want to get the subscription for yourself, be sure to follow the link on the screen or down in the description and save yourself a little bit of money. But let's pop the seal. I feel like they're using new tape this month. I haven't seen this tape before. I'm sure you're as excited about that as I am. All right, let's see what we got. I will say this regular monthly box this month was heavy. So not sure why it'd be so heavy, but it is. All right, Operation 89. All right, so it's saying in a very long intro that over the last month or so, they heard from a lot of people that are affected by hurricanes and wanted to get gear related to hurricanes. I guess just in general, surviving during natural disasters. So it looks like we got lots of goodies here. Like I mentioned, the level 1 and level 2. Level 1's on the right. You typically get more stuff in level 2 or upgraded versions of what's in level 1. So I'm gonna unload all this stuff, including the heavy stuff, and see what we got to check out. So here we go. All right, so lots of goodies, lots of really cool stuff too. Brands I haven't seen in here before. I think this is the first item we've ever had here from Pathfinder, which I like to see. All right, we're gonna start from the top and work our way down. I will say I noticed that the heavy item is actually this basically like MRE packet, I guess, from Ready Hour, a 72-hour kit. That's pretty cool. Ironically, okay, that's the first thing on the list here, so we'll take a look at that. It says many of you want to add to your emergency food supply. And this is 3 days of food with 2,000 calories per day to add to that kit. You know, I wonder, okay, I think it is, yeah, it's Ziploc on the top. All right, goodness, lots of stuff in here. I'm just gonna randomly grab a few things to check out. Mac and cheese, Maple Grove oatmeal, creamy chicken flavored rice. I guess we'll just look through all of it. It's easy to get to. And home-style potato soup. So I'm wondering how many servings, like 4 servings of this, or oatmeal, 8 servings of that. So what you have here is multiple pouches, but I guess you're taking out individual servings as you eat. 4 servings of mac and cheese, and the creamy chicken flavored rice, you got 4 servings of that, so cool. And maybe the first time any of these subs, I've had like backpacker food and everything, but I don't think I've had like prepping food. So that's kind of neat to see. All right. Moving along, we have emergency coffee worth $12. I noticed this when I pulled it out, also from Ready Hour. And it feels like you have some freeze-dried, I guess, grounds. Yes, it's Colombian freeze-dried instant coffee worth 12 bucks. That's also something you could take camping. Although this is 60 servings, that's probably way more than you need on a camping trip. But I'd say you're all set up there for a few days. For one person at least, you got some food to get you by a little bit. So let's check out that Pathfinder item. We have a French press kit worth $32. There's a 48-ounce container here. I think if these are the ones I'm thinking of, these guys are known for making just really awesome bushcraft kind of stove kind of things here. So we've got our container. Yeah, we got our big cup here. And it says it's got like a French press kit here with it. So you have like the strainer top, a nice lid. Interesting. There it goes, kind of tugged out. So you've got a huge, enormous French press. So if you're making coffee for you and all your friends, they have got you covered. And you have the classic Pathfinder kind of container here with the measurements here on the inside. Also, can you hear that? It just started pouring down rain outside here. Awesome. And yeah, you got these handles built in and stuff too to hold it out over a fire or use a stick to get it on and off. So cool. Honestly, I've seen these containers all over the place. It does have a little bit of a gasket or seal there, which makes it a little bit tricky to get in and out. But I've never seen like a French press version of these containers. So that's kind of neat. All right. I don't think you probably use that with your coffee here. I don't know. I don't think that'd work that way. Okay. So moving along, we have from Esbit a pocket stove with fuel worth 16 bucks. Kind of a camping staple. I feel like before all these jet boils and whisper light stoves and all this stuff were a big deal, I saw these Esbits all over the place. Out camping with friends. Really simple, just little fuel tab stoves that fold out. So we have several tabs here. Let's see where the stove is. All right, so we got several tabs included. We got our stove itself, kind of cranks open, and then you set your tablet there in the middle. You've got kind of a grate you can set your container on, something like this. Get your tab going and definitely get you some water boiling, make that safe to drink and everything. So weighs nothing, not much to it, as simple as it can be in form and function, but actually really sturdy and really useful. So enjoy seeing those. It's a little inexpensive item that you'll probably enjoy more than you think. So we're going to keep on going. So we have a UCO fire starting kit. Essentially, I believe these are the stormproof matches. Yeah, you see these matches here that have like the sulfur and stuff built into them. It looks like maybe some tinder tabs too. Really, these things are a classic that should be in just about anybody's kit. These stormproof matches are awesome. Never light them inside. They stink to high heaven. Looks like you got some tinder tabs and stuff to go with it and a striker on the side. These things will burn for a good 10 or 15 seconds. They actually, if you put them underwater or it's storming or raining, they won't go out. They'll actually like kind of almost boil underwater until you pop them back out and they'll light up again. But these are an essential to have in an emergency kit. So glad to see those. It has an O-ring built into it too, so they can't get soaked. Very, very useful. Just a huge mix of gear in this month's box. This may be the most individual items we've actually ever had in Barrel to Blade. I'm having fun with that. From Hybrid Light, we have the Puck expandable lantern and charger worth $40. All right. So Hybrid Light makes really cool stuff. I feel like they have some of my favorite solar lanterns. They tend to work better than some of the other stuff. Some of the other stuff feels like kind of cheap China stuff. These are actually pretty nice. It does have a charging cable in here. Looks like it may be micro USB. I wish that was USB-C. Yeah, it's micro USB, but hopefully you're charging it in the sun anyway. So you've got a little solar panel up here at the top. And really what works best is to charge these at home before you go camping or before you're in an emergency, and then use the solar element to kind of top off, because otherwise you have to have really good sun. It has to be out for a long time. I'm not sure if it's pre-charged. Oh, I guess so. And so you got kind of a flashlighty style part of it, and I think it actually expands. Am I doing this right? Yeah, that's fun. It's like the old kind of cups they used to have in the 80s. So you get an expandable lantern kind of look here. So the same light, it just removes that focusing lens up, and you get kind of this diffuse thing here, and a few different levels of light. Cool. Actually, I haven't seen this one from Hybrid Light before. I have more of a always expanded lantern from them, and a flashlight that works pretty good. Folds down, you got a little hanging thing there, always nice. Some little rubber pads to keep it from tipping over. Really useful little item. Again, thankfully it's not just like a dinky little solar light thing that claims to be solar and is actually useless. These are actually really good. Fantastic to have in emergencies. And I think we got one more thing. Yeah, we got this knife down here. We've got a Mora knife. I wonder if this is like a standard Mora. Comes in tons of different colors, tons of different flavors. I have one that's like a chisel tip, one that's kind of like a saw serrated tip. This is a straight up Mora in a really interesting colorway, almost a Christmas colorway. But what I do like about it is if you drop it on the ground or in the woods, it is a shade of green with that red and everything that will stand out and not blend in. Moras are awesome. Of all the bushcraft things, they're so cheap to get into and so durable. Go right on a belt. These are especially great for kids and teens who are trying to get into like the hobby of messing around outside or just want to sit around a campfire and carve up a stick and stuff. This is the kind of thing that you can say, here, go to town. They're not overly stabby or anything. They're easy to take care of. They're good little knives. So, man, that was a great little barrel and blade box this month. Lots of different items there. Really high value when you add all this stuff up. Really useful. And things that, a lot of it you may just tuck away until you hopefully never need it, but having like this extra food and stuff is super great. Actually, as I'm talking to you, I just realized I missed an item. So there's a $15 5-gallon water storage bag. It's exactly what it looks like from Rothco. Rothco stuff I feel like is a little bit on the cheaper side, but something like this, as long as it holds water and doesn't leak or make a mess and is easy to transport, it's got a little handle built in. That'll probably do the job okay. Anyway, I was already excited about all this other stuff before I even saw that. Great mix of gear this month. Again, if you want to get the subscription for yourself, you can follow the link on the screen or down in the description. If you're into this type of gear at all, Barrel and Blade delivers pretty frequently, so I definitely think you should check them out. All right, let's move all this stuff out of the way and check out the knife of the month. Here we go. All right, moving along to the Knife of the Month Club. Totally separate subscription, really cool one though. If you're into knives or sharp stuff at all, you'll probably dig the subscription. Runs about $100 a month, but you always get a knife that's worth more than that, typically way more than that, and the knives in this thing have run the gamut all over the place. EDC knives, fixed blade, big knives, small knives, like little sword type things. I think we had a machete at some point, I don't know. It's been all over the place, but it's been a ton of fun. Again, if you want to get the subscription for yourself, you can follow the link on the screen or down in the description. I'm going to open this one up and see. Okay, looks like we got some paperwork. I think that's it. All right, we'll start over here with the card itself. Knife of the Month Club, Barrel and Blade. Okay, from Anza, a special edition red micarta framework knife. I wonder if it's like a handmade thing. It looks like it may be handmade. Made in the USA, it says it started as a 10-inch high carbon steel metal file. It's forged and polished into a beautiful hollow grind clip point knife. Black leather sheath. Sounds very fancy. Handle looks pretty cool right out of the package. It says it's micarta, but it's like this smooth, kind of like shiny finish. Interesting. All right, so this is, to me, a very classical, old school style fixed blade. That reminds me of a lot of the stuff I saw my uncles have, like that they got back in the 60s and 70s, especially with that red micarta there. You see the badging there, all the way down, full tang knife, the badging on the back here, ANZA USA. Wow, those big like double choils there, very comfortable. Interesting, I don't think you would call it jimping, but just patterning there on the back of it. I don't think, is there any badging on the blade itself? I don't think so. You can tell it's hand ground and hand finished. It does not have that mass produced look or feel at all. It reminds me of like the kind of fixed blade that Grandpa would have out when you're in the woods whittling around a fire or on a camping trip. I think a lot of this goes back to that red micarta that has that really interesting old school sheen to it. Very pretty, very fine craftsmanship. Let's check out, I don't know what's on here. It looks like this may be just some information about the company and about the blade itself. It says to keep it dry and oiled. Don't place it in a dishwasher or a sink, I hope not. That's cool, a lifetime warranty for defects in material. All right, very neat. I do love the sheath too. Has the same vibes as the knife itself. Looks hand sewn. The leather smells great. Really cool kind of unfinished edge there as it goes over into the belt loop. Really beautiful. If you like kind of these old style kind of camping used fixed blades, I think there's a lot to like in this thing. And the MSRP of this, 160 bucks. So again, if you paid 99 bucks for this sub, you're getting a knife that's worth way more of that and will really look beautiful in just about any collection. So very cool. So that is this month's blade for the Knife of the Month Club. Again, if you want to get the subscription for yourself, you can follow the link on the screen or down in the description and save yourself a little bit of money. If you're into knives at all, you like collecting this stuff, trading with the guys and everything, I feel like this is one of the best entry points into the hobby. You always get an interesting blade. And I just have a ton of fun seeing what they're going to send every month. So, all right. That's it for this month's Super Unboxing. As always, if you like the video, be sure to hit the like button because it helps the channel out a ton, and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. I'll see you guys next time.